Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time of visiting this channel, this is Flash Trading and I bring you weekly market outlook every weekend. All right, we look through the market and see what the market has for us going into a new week, and I bring this to you every weekend. So I want you to subscribe, like, and let me see your comment. All right, yes, and trust me, you're gonna have value out of this channel. Yes, if this is your first time, you're really going to have value. So welcome and enjoy your stay with us, Flash Trading. Yeah. So just as we normally do, the week has ended. All right. Yes, the week has ended. There is a new week before us, and so in order to prepare for the new week, we go through the market with a few pairs on our watch list, and we see what the market has for us going into a new week, right? Yeah, so before that, I want us to look at the economic news calendar and see what news that is up for next week. All right, here. So Monday, there is a JPY GDP high impact news, which is a high impact news. All right. Yes, if you are watching this for the first time, I was using Forex Factory to look at the news, but I've stopped because I realized that there are some news that don't appear, or there are some high impact news that don't appear on Forex Factory. So at the moment, I'm no longer using Forex Factory, but I want to show you something. That is, those that are watching me for the very first time. All right, I've made a full content on that, why I don't use Forex Factory again in my playlist, so you can go and check it out. But quickly, let me show you something. Here is what FX Street, right? That is what I'm using right now. Yeah. Monday, there's a high impact news on JPY. All right. Monday, there's a high impact news on JPY. Look at Forex Factory. Monday, no news. Yes, there is no news on Monday. Last time I made this aware to some people, someone said maybe the news that is high impact news on FX Street is medium impact news on Forex Factory, but I mean it isn't so. All right. Yes, if you check, there is what medium impact news here. All right. Yeah, so it's just not here. It's not on Forex Factory. So if you are still on Forex Factory, advise yourself. All right. If you are still on Forex Factory, advise yourself. Yeah. So that is just that. That is just that. Let's see. Monday, there's a high impact news. Tuesday, GBP high impact news. All right, London Open. And then there is Euro high impact news, gross domestic product. All right, Frankfurt, yeah, Frankfurt session that is prior to London Open. And we have CPI, USD CPI coming up to as well. So you watch the space for it. All right. Yes, that is New York Open. Wednesday, there is GBP CPI too as well. Next week is going to be very interesting on the market. Yes, the market is going to be very busy. And we are still in the first quarter. So, I mean, these things are normal, just to inject liquidity into the market for us to be able to seek for high probability setups. And I mean, it's all good in all angles. Yeah. So there's GBP CPI. That is London Open on Wednesday, and we have USD retail sales. All right, we have USD retail sales, New York Open, and then prior to Asia session. All right, prior to Asia session, which in the Eastern time is 7:30 p.m. All right, but if you change the time zone to GMT, you see that instead of the high impact news being on Wednesday, it's going to be on Thursday. Asia session, all right, or prior to what Asia session. Yeah, so you just take note of that. All right, I've set my time zone to the Eastern time. That is why you are seeing the high impact news of Australian dollar being added to Wednesday, because in the Eastern time it's still Wednesday. All right, the Eastern time, that is 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday. So that is just that for the high impact news. All right, that is just that for the economic news calendar. All right, yes, I only observe the high impact news. Yes, that is what I would look out for. So let's go through the charts. Let's move to the chart, and then we see what the market really is doing and what it has for us going into a new week. Last week was a very slow week. All right, we didn't see much movement in the market. Look at the dollar index, what the dollar index did. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Consolidation zone. All right, we saw the dollar index consolidating. So just as you can see, this is how the dollar index performed last week. So that should tell you the nature of the market last week so far as the USD pairs are concerned. All right, there's not only the USD pairs, the JPY pairs too on the watch list as well. We didn't really see a massive movement just as we were expecting last week. Yeah, so going into next week, I'm really of a high expectation that we are going to see lots of movement in the market because there's CPI on Tuesday. Yeah, so yeah, you should expect just that. All right, yeah, let's switch to the 1 hour and see what is happening on the 1 hour. Yeah, so on the 1 hour, this is what is happening on the 1 hour. So I'm still bullish on the dollar index. I'm very bullish on the dollar index. All right, yeah, so this can be a mitigation block for me. All right, so next week I'm expecting to see price retrace a little bit into this zone, or it will just come down to what to fill this fair value gap we are seeing here before we see price moving to the upside. All right, yeah, so this is what I'm expecting to come into flourishing on the market so far as the dollar index is concerned. Right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation on the dollar index going into next week. And there's a fair value gap here too as well, so a mitigation block plus a fair value gap. Let's see how the market reacts towards that going into a new week. Yeah, so that is my expectation on the dollar index going into next week. Let's go what is happening on GBPUSD. Yeah, so for GBPUSD, I'm bearish. All right, bullish dollar, bearish GBPUSD. And those of you that watch my weekly forecast or weekly market analysis last week, I called out this move. Let's move to the 1 hour time frame to see things clearer. Let's go to the 4 hour for me to show you something. Yes, I called out this move. All right, you can go back and check last week's weekly market analysis. I called out this move. I was expecting price to move into this zone, then we see a move to the downside. All right, but because of the consolidation that was happening in the dollar index, we were not really getting the move as soon as possible. But this happened on Friday. All right, yes, this happened. I think it happened on Thursday. All right, it happened on Thursday, and we saw price moving to the downside. But at the moment, price hasn't got into our TP yet. All right, yeah, I'm expecting price to move to take out this sell side liquidity we are seeing here, and then to violate this order block. Yes, I'm not expecting this order block to hold price because the daily is heavily bearish. Yeah, I'm not expecting this order block to hold price. I'm rather expecting price to break this, to violate this order block. All right, come back, all right, to this order. So once this order block is being violated, it's now going to act as a resistance. All right, it's not going to act as a resistance. So once it's violated, I'll wait for price to come back to that zone and then start looking for selling opportunities. Yes, so that is my expectation on GBPUSD going into a new week. Let's look at what has happened on AUDUSD. So for AUDUSD, to same thing. I also called this move on AUDUSD last week. You can check up on the previous weekly market outlook. All right, yes, I'll post the link in the description below so that you just click on it and then go and then watch it for review purposes. All right, for learning and review purposes. So kindly take note of that. Yeah, so going into next week, I'm still looking forward to see AUDUSD continuing with the downside. All right, apparently I'm still in this trade. I want to see this liquidity being taken out. All right, I want to see this liquidity being taken out. We have relative equal lows. I want to see this liquidity being taken out into the zone, very zone we are seeing here. I want to see price break out of this zone. So my next draw on liquidity, as far as the daily time frame is concerned, is this zone. All right, we are seeing a relative equal lows here. Let me just mark it out for you to see. we are seeing a relative equal loose here. All right, yeah, so this is relative equal loose. Yeah, I want to see price take out this low, violate this zone we are seeing here, and then we see price moving into this zone, this very zone we are seeing. I think it's a fair value gap, but let's go to the weekly and see. Yes, I think I marked this out last week. Yes, so just as we can see, it's a very tiny fair value gap we are seeing here. All right, that is where I'm expecting price to get in. All right, but apparently on the daily, I want to see price shoot to the downside. Yeah, so that is going to be my expectation on the dollar index. Sorry, AUD/USD going into next week. Yeah, so we are likely to see, when market opens, we're likely to see price push a little bit up, all right, into this zone to make up for the high of the week. All right, to make up for the high of the week before we see a push to the downside. All right, yeah, so be very mindful of Sunday's opening price. That is the weekly opening price. Note where the opening price occurs, and then draw a line from there to Thursday. All right, draw a line from there to Thursday, and then expect, and then be looking forward PDI raise above the weekly opening price, or above Sunday's opening price. All right, that is going to make up for the high of the week before we see a move to the downside. Yeah, so that is my expectation on AUD/USD. Let's look at what is happening on GBPJPY. For GBPJPY, I told you last week that price is still in a consolidation. All right, price is still in a consolidation, and so I wouldn't be very much comfortable, all right, getting myself involved in this, right? Even if I'll be very much comfortable, or even if I'll trade, I'm going to look at the daily, and looking at the daily, this is a trade I took on GBPJPY. All right, price got here and then it reversed, but once I realized price would likely to want to reverse, I just took out. I just closed my trade in profits. All right, and I think it gave me about, let's see, it gave me about 153 pips, which is very cool. All right, which is not bad at all. Not bad. All right, yeah, so I'll continue to observe to see how the market is going to react so far as GJ is concerned. All right, apparently there is CPI for the pound, all right, for GBP coming up, so we are likely to see much movement in the market. So, but in the 4 hour is kind of bearish to me. Let's see, 4 hour is looking bearish to me. All right, yes, it's really looking bearish to me. We are likely to see price take out this liquidity as well into this zone. All right, but let's see what happens. At the moment, so far as the higher time frame is concerned, it's consolidating. It's in a consolidation phase, so until it breaks out of that consolidation, that is when I'll decide, or when I'll see if I'll be able to see any high probability trade on GBPJPY. Yeah, so that is just that for GBPJPY. Let's go what is happening on EURJPY. Yeah, so for EURJPY, last week I was expecting price to continue shooting up, but it also decided to give us a very rough price action, which is very normal to me. All right, yes, so we had price moving up. All right, price moved up, and the next thing we saw was price moving to the downside. It came to what I think fill this fair value gap you are seeing here. There's a fair value gap that price came to tap in. All right, yes, there's a fair value gap that price came to tap in, and so going into next week, I would want to see how price is going to react. I'm bullish on it on a higher time frame though, but I want to see how price is going to react here. So this is how it reacted. It wasn't one of the best price actions that I want to see on the market. Yeah, it wasn't the best price action that I want to see on the market. So let's look at what is going to happen next week. There is also a euro high impact news. All right, yeah, so definitely it's going to give us a lot of volatility that will aid us to get some high probability setups. Yeah, so that is what I'm really expecting on EURJPY. Yeah, so that is just that going into a new week. All right, that is just that going into a new week. So there is CPI for USD news coming up. That is the major news that everyone is expecting. All right, yes, so just take note of that. All right, yes, if you haven't subscribed yet, click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will get notified as soon as possible. And let me know what you think in the comment section. All right, yes, let me know what you think in the comment section. And I'm planning to introduce a new content too on this very channel. All right, yes, I'm planning to introduce a weekly recap. All right, that is what happened Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes, between that, so I'm planning to bring you the recap on Wednesday evening. All right, I'm planning to bring you the recap on Wednesday evening, because that is the midweek recap. All right, yeah, so it's going to be midweek market review. So let me know what you think. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section as to whether it's as an interesting thing, something that is of your interest. All right, so that I'll know what I'll do. The link to my Telegram channel too is in the description box below. Just click on it and be part of the Flax Trading Telegram community as well. All right, yes, I wish you all good luck and good trade going into a new week. Catch you next time.